Right, hello and welcome. I'm just testing out how this is going to look when I load it up on maybe YouTube or whatever I'm going to put it, yeah? And I just want to tell you a wee bit about myself and introduce myself to you so that you can understand where I'm going. Well, a few years ago, I was very ill. Um, I got a thing called sepsis and another thing called MRSA, yeah? And I had cancer. I had the cancer removed. And I was very, very ill. And inside myself, I didn't think I had much left to go. I thought I was going to go and visit the wee guy upstairs. But lucky enough, I've come around and I've won that battle. And I'm on my way to my next stage of life. Um, I'm in London. I've lived in London for quite some time. And then I've kind of struggled like everybody else does. One job to another job to another job, and doing this, doing that. And all of a sudden, I went to the hospital and the person says to me, "You've got cancer." And I went, "Pardon?" He went, "Yeah, you've got cancer." And I says, "You sure you got the right person?" I says, "You sure there's no my next door neighbour?" Because I wasn't going to get cancer. I'm not the type to get cancer. How dare they give me a disease like that? Anyway, I went to a hospital in London called the Royal Free, which was perfect. They looked after me really good. And before they done the operation and they just took my kidney away, they told me that there could be complications and I might catch these kind of diseases that I caught. And everybody else was like, "Oh, sue them, do this, do that." And I says, "No." I sat down, the man told me this could happen, and it happened. It's the way it goes, that's what life does. It throws bad things and good things at you. And I took on the chin, bosh. And I was in isolation, 3 months in isolation. And I phoned up a radio presenter and I had a chat with him. And I told him my ideas at the time. This was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And he says, "Good luck with it and whatever." Encouraged me. So I decided, if I start crying by it's because I'm emotional, yeah. I decided that I am not going to be stuck indoors and be a cabbage and go down that road. I've seen too many people doing that. And I went to a cancer centre called Maggie's, which was the most helpful thing that I actually got. Because I joined the art class there, and I've got some art pieces that I'm going to be showing you through the stories. And then I started using my imagination and started making up things, like stories, long stories. Well, a long time ago, I actually invented a character called Father Wisdom, and in my mind, he was a wizard with a big cloak, and he looked like Mickey Mouse when Mickey Mouse was in one of them cartoons. Mickey Mouse was a wizard kind of thing, and done a wand that. So I looked and I based it on that. I based it on that character that I'd seen in that cartoon a long time ago when I was a child. And then I thought to myself, what kind of life have you had? Like my life. So I looked back on my life, and I never went to school. Hated school. Hated reading, hated writing. Still can't read and write properly. Wasn't my cup of tea. Wasn't into it at all. Give me some tools, a bit of work, outside, gardening, that stuff. Loved it. Give me a pencil and a bit of pen. Rebellious. And obviously, I'm not the only person in the world. It's like that. So I got thinking and I thought, if I was young, what would I want to be able to do? How would I get the education that all these teachers and these people tried to give me that I just stuck the fingers up to? So that's what Father Wisdom is. That's who the character is. That's why there's deliberate mistakes everywhere. The more mistakes, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Because that means the more the person has to educate themselves to pass that mistake. Anyway, that was the situation there. So I've come through all that now. Now, I was told that I wouldn't be able to work again. And I was told that I can't go to work. Now, my hands are kind of crippled. I kind of hold things and I can't really hold them before. And my legs are frozen cold and the nerves inside are eating away, and the same with my hands. And they've told me that they're going to cut me from here to here, cut me from here to here. They're going to take the bones away and take the nerves out and try and stop the disease from eating any more inside, and same with my legs. But because of this COVID thing that's happened, I'm having to wait another 2 years for the operation. So I thought to myself, I can't just do nothing. I can't just lie in a bed and do nothing, you know. So I want to get out there and I want to do something. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to create a character and I want to get myself out so where I can meet people and do things. Yeah. And I have a good team behind me, yeah, and I have a lot of friends that will help me, yeah. The first kind of real bit hard. The first kind of real friend that kind of stood by me. Sorry. He was the first kind of real person that stood by me and helped me. The first group of people really was the Portobello Film Festival. So I thought I'd make my character in the style of where my help come from, which was the Portobello area in London. So I made Father Wisdom, but I made him in Portobello style. In other words, his fashion is going to be stylish, different from the Mickey Mouse one, and he's got to be Portobello style. So you'll hear us saying a hell of a lot, Portobello style, Portobello style. So then I thought to myself, why don't I link my character with Portobello? Because that's where I got my first bit of kind of real help. So I then talked to someone at Portobello Radio, because they have a community radio station called Portobello Radio, and I told him my idea about a year and a half ago, and he said to me, when you're ready, let us know, because we'd be interested in doing something about it and maybe helping you, you know. And that's the stage I'm at now. We're going to go and he's going to help us. But the whole channel and the whole thing, the whole Father Wisdom thing, is all going to be about teaching everybody, because we all make mistakes and we can all learn by learning from each other. And that's the whole idea, the whole story, yeah. So I'm going to be Christmas Day Santa shouting out, and today another friend wants to help me to help you, to help each other, and he's invited me to his restaurant on Christmas Day, yeah. And I'm going to be going there, and I'm going to be dressed as Santa, and I'm going to be giving presents to the people in the restaurant that come for the Christmas dinner. Now, no one in the restaurant knows this except for the owner, and he's going to arrange it all. And I'm going to be putting it up on the channel to show people how it went. So I'm grappling with being here, sitting here, or going with my whole family, because I have a big family, and spending Christmas with my own children and my own grandchildren. But this year I think I'm going to be kind of suffer it and not do it this year and catch up Boxing Day and the other days. And I think it's because of what's going on in this year and because of this virus, which is actually going to be taking a holiday for Christmas. I believe maybe the virus might have emailed the Prime Minister and says, oh, by the way, I'm going to leave. I'll be gone on my Christmas holidays, but forget the new year, I'm coming back. So let us all out of lockdown and let us all enjoy ourselves and hug each other and pass on me, because I'll leave bits of me down here and I'm off and I'm away to space. Yeah, he's probably got to see the Caramories up in Caramory land, but that's the virus, he's gone. Because he's got a direct email to all the world leaders. Yeah, I don't even have that, and I'm Santa Claus when I'm sometimes. So he can actually go like that. Oh, I'm coming to your country. I'm going to wipe out 20,000, 50,000 people for a year or something. And I might just take an Easter break and go on an Easter holiday. Yeah, so you should all go out and enjoy yourselves for Easter, and then I'll come back after Easter and destroy the place. But maybe that's what it was in the email that our Prime Minister got. I don't know. I never read his email. I don't know how he knows what's going on with it, because I think no one else knows. I do know the American president didn't even think it existed, and then he pretended he had it. Yeah, he pretended, just like the royal guy, Prince Charles, he pretended he had it. Well, if he did have it, they had a mild thing of it, and they sure didn't need the kind of treatment that everybody else needed. So, myself personally, bit dubious, did he have it, did he not have it? I'm not sure, but for my own self, I would say, didn't have it. That's what I would say. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical man, so I'm not trained to say that, so I don't know. I'll let you make your own mind up what you think about these people that pretend they got something and they ain't got something, or they have got something. It's like crying wolf and the wolf's not there. And that's kind of a bugging thing about that thing that I don't want to really talk about, but it's so on top of my mind that, because I'm one of the vulnerable ones that can walk out and go bump your deed. So obviously I'm concerned about it like everyone else. But I'm also concerned when someone comes up and makes it that they got something they ain't got or whatever. And I don't know if they did or didn't. I cannot say. But in my mind and in my thoughts, that's how it come across to me. Yeah. So I can only tell you what come across to me one way. I can't tell you if it's true or not. Yeah. So don't quote me on it, and don't say that I'm saying they definitely done it. I'm saying this is what I think. Right, okay. And I don't know what you think, but you think your own mind, you make your own mind up. You've got a mind of your own. Yeah. So anyway, let's go back to Five of Wisdom, which is what I want to talk about really, rather than all that rubbish about what's going on with them, these people that are not real people, they're just pretend they like you and don't even have no time for you. Yeah. So we'll talk about the right people in life and the right people. Now, when I was growing up, I was in trouble all the time because I couldn't read and write and I hated it. Yeah. And it kind of gave me a kind of bad upbringing as a child. But even then, I used to think, what's it like the other side? What's it like over there? What's it like? You know? And I admire a lot of people. And I've seen a lot of people I admire, you know? And some of them are gone, they're way up there. See the man upstairs. And a lot of them are still here. And I remember Lord Screaming Such. I don't know if any of you know who he is, but he used to be a kind of politician guy. And I remember him asking me to come and video him on a stage. And when I got there, I'd already been doing little bits of videoing and things for a hobby, just playing about with some bands and things like this, and some kind of rock and roll music and all that. Right? I've a band called Blue Voodoo. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but my mate Joffy, he was the bass guy, yeah, and Derek the singer was really good. It was a brilliant band to go with and do things, you know. And Lord Screaming Such heard that I was videoing, driving a lorry and videoing, doing that kind of thing. And he actually personally asked me, would I come down to a place in Islington and would he be performing on stage? And I met him before the show. And he says to me, well, I'll give you some directions, right? And I thought, aye, no bother. And I never knew what he was on about. I was like, aye, no bother me. I'm just going to wing it with my camera and video you. And the next thing I know, he's got his horn coming down and he's showing this. And he's actually doing his stage show. But he's also directing me, like a director does, you know, like a movie director or something. And I spent about 2.5 hours on stage with it. I loved every minute of it. Oh, the guy was so beautiful, honestly. And then a week later, he went upstairs. So I've met people that I've heard and gone and that, you know. And when I first went to Portobello Film Festival, I met the guy, the director, Jonathan Barnett, and I met the other members of staff. And he gave me my opening by allowing me to come and take some pictures, you know, just on the little photographs, pictures, and then the staff and then the event and that. And I used them on the website, on the 2005 slideshow. They're all my pictures. And anyway, I became good with the camera, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get into this. This is a good thing you got. And I did. I went into it for a long time and played about with it and done that. And then I started a business, and the business was thriving, everything was brilliant. And then I got a call one day to go to the doctor, and the doctor says to me, you can't drive no more, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't. Whoa. Get in the hospital. When am I going to the hospital? As soon as possible, because the cancer was that bad. I'd been getting treated for a different illness, and no one had actually checked the cancer side of it until a diabetic nurse, one in Edgware, a place called Edgware, and she says, do you mind if I take some, and I hated taking my blood, do you mind if I take a wee bit extra blood? Yeah, I like to check something that we've not checked before, because I've seen this before. Lo and behold, within 4 days, 5 days, I was a big robot, used a robot, anyway. And if you look at Portobello Style, the website, which is on YouTube, you actually see the robot, and you actually see the speech I done in the hospital because they saved my life, yeah. And I'll say thank you to that robot, and I'll still say thank you today to that robot, because I'm here, yeah. Anyway, I come back out and everything was good, yeah, and then I think to myself, what do you do? Because it was so hard. It was so hard to know that you're only going to pass away because that's what you thought, but you're actually going to live a lot longer. And it was so hard that you can't live the way you used to live. So you're now struggling every single day just to survive and move on. But if you don't do that, you're going to end up like a cabbage in a so you have a hard choice. It's like really hard to choose. So I choose to try and better my life and move on, and that's what I'm doing now, yeah. And I ain't ashamed of anything I've done in my life, and I ain't ashamed of anything I'll do in the future, because it's what you call part of life, and it's what you call mistakes, learn, move on. Mistakes, learn, move on, yeah. Never chase a dollar, because you'll never catch a dollar, because there's too many people chasing that dollar. Think about it. So don't take the wee shortcuts and the cuts and the sneaky ways. You'll get you nowhere. Go the right way. I tried all the wee sneaky cuts, all the wee sneaky ways. Ended up my back every time. So now I'm looking at going all the way up the top. And I'm obviously going to be looking for your support, because these are going to be my viewers, my audience, and hopefully I can take you to a better place as well. So that you have got a better place, and I have got a better place, and everybody gains, yeah. And Father Wisdom straight away, oh, I love your idea. And it wasn't, I might like your idea, it may be good. It was, I'm Father Wisdom, no one else is Father Wisdom, and you keep up for me. And I went, okay, mate. So then I went home and I sat down, and I was still kind of a leash, if you understand what I mean by that. A leash means I was kind of still put up, and I decided that there and then I'm going to commit to this, and this is what I'm doing. I'm committing, yeah. And then I'm not ashamed to tell everybody what I'm doing, where I come from, how hard it is, because someone out there is going to learn through me, because someone else along the line, could be 100 years time or 10 years time or 5 days time or whatever, someone's going to sit down and go, Jesus, that looks like maybe my dad or my granddad, or it might be someone like me, and wow, we need to check this out and see what we can do and live our life that way. You understand me? And go up, you know. So that's why I'm coming. I'm coming here as a voice. Never mind the face and everything else. That doesn't mean nothing. I'm coming here as a voice, and it's a voice so that other people can say, yes, I like that. I want to be part of that. I'd like my children to grow up and be successful in life. I don't want them to grow up and stand around the corners and sell this and sell that. No. I want them to grow up and be the next Lennox Lewis, the next Prime Minister, the next this. And you only get that way by staying on the right track. You understand? I can go out, you can go out, everybody can go out and make 20, 30,000 per week. Doing this, doing that, doing this. Yeah? The minute D-dot comes, and you go to the wee court thing, yes, we'll just take all the assets as well. You've got nothing. Right? You go to work, you earn, you make yourself a wee business, and you know what you're doing, and you don't push into it and run fast. Take your time, slowly build it. Then you get your 20,000, 30,000 pound a month or whatever it is you're happy with, and you sit back and you go, I done that. That wasn't the guy next door, that was me. I done that. Yeah. And then we might have helped the guy next door, and the guy around the corner. And when they talk to people, they go, oh yeah, that's you, one. Wow. Not only is he really, really rich, but he's really, really nice with it as well. And he's good to his staff, and he looks after them. But see that Robert one there? Not good at all. Not good at all. He's making the community better. He's making his family better. But Robert, he's destroying the community. And the worst thing about it is, okay, he's got a big flash car. Oh, he's got all the gold and the bling and the whatever it is that people like to wear to show off when they do certain things. And they want to be above the rest, you know. Oh, he's got all that, he's got all this money running in. But all his partners that are helping him get this are looking at him and saying, when he goes, we're taking that. We're taking that, we're going to go, we're going to get that. Oh, his wife's weak, his kids are weak. Why? Because everything was gave to them and they'd done nothing to build themselves up and do it themselves. And life is hard, it's not easy. It's not easy to go out there, work 95 and and look after children and everything else, unless someone has left you whatever. And then when you have been left whatever, you become some kind of alien. You don't even think you're human. When you see a human being walking down the street and you're driving your big Rolls Royce and you're this, you don't even acknowledge it. That person's walking down the street is just as human as you, because you're taking nothing with you. You ain't taking that with you. And all that you've worried all your life about making sure stays, there's a lot of rats out there, and the rats are looking and going, the right time, let's just take it all. Yeah. One generation, maybe okay. Second generation, maybe okay. Third generation, too much, too spoiled, and don't know what to do. So that's life. That's what life's about. Life's about reproducing, making sure that the next generation are better than the last. Life's about being friendly, kind, helping people, and realising that where in the world the person comes from, they are a human being first. That's it, a human being. Yeah. So that's a wee bit of advice for me. I know it's a long video, and obviously I'm testing the mic because I got a mic there, and I got a brand new lamp thing because I want to see what the colour looks like and everyone else. So I'm going to put this on YouTube, and you can share as much as you want because I'm going to share it anyway, so that people know who I am. And I would love you to join the Wisdom Rangers. I would love you to become a Wisdom Ranger yourself, so that the knowledge that I've got and all the other people around me can maybe help you climb that ladder. Yeah? With the acting classes by an actor who's got an award. Not just an actor that's, oh, I'm trying my hardest and I'm not too sure what I'm doing. No, we've got an actor that's done it and proved it. We've got another person who may get involved, who's telling me they're going to get involved, but they're not really 100% committed yet, and I'm just going to pull them up and ask them, are you committed? And apparently one of their family was a world champion racing driver with bicycles, and he likes bicycles and keeping fit and things like this. So let's hope he comes aboard. Then we've got another person who's a book writer, and she only wrote one book, and she's got a book out there, and we're talking to her, and if she comes aboard, then there's going to be someone who actually writes children's books and does that stuff. We definitely, and we're crying out for someone that's disabled, that's not scared to talk about, like I'm talking about now, so that other people can understand what's going on, but also to interview people and talk to people. And we want people in the profession to come along and say, this is what I do, this is what I do. And we're not caring if you're the most successful person in the world. That don't matter. You could be, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel and this is what I want to do, but I don't know how to do one. You could get that kind of advice. I'm sure there's people that would help you if you come and say, well, I was thinking of doing a YouTube channel and I wasn't too sure how to do it, and I don't know what stuff to get, and I don't know this and I don't know that. They'll help you. There's people out there. There's actually videos that help you. You understand? I mean, so you can scroll through and tell you everything. And that's what we come in. What we're saying is, we want to tell people and educate people, but we want to educate people by finding out what is your problem. We don't want you to text the problem, because that's another text. That's it. It's gone. We read it 5 seconds. Gone. Now, why don't you sit down nice and go, well, this is the problem with me. I'm trying to raise a company, and I've got this and I've got that going, and this isn't happening, that isn't happening, and I'm just looking for some help out there. And can anybody help us? And this is what we're trying to do for the community. This is what we're trying to do for our community. And our community isn't just, oh, I live in London. Our community is the globe. That's right. We're not just, what we do here affects people in other countries. And what other people in other countries do affects us in this country. So we all come from the same place. We all come from the beginning of time, Africa. That's right. And then we moved all around the world. And the climates changed the skin colours and things like that, yeah. But we're all brothers and sisters at the end of the day, no matter who we are, no matter where we are in the world. And this is what we have to let people know. And this is what we have to share. You see? Just because someone's got a lot more than another person doesn't mean it's not right to go down and share and help the other person. And if someone's better than you at something, good luck to them. Don't bring them down. Oh, we'll rise them up to the top And then when they get to the top, well, oh, he done this, she done that, bump, run them down. No, 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 no. You don't do to someone that you don't like getting onto you. And I'm sure you don't like getting run down. I don't like getting run down, so I'm not going to run you down. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. And it's nice to get this off my chest because it's been there for a long, long time. And I'm not been able to really talk about it because I don't know. I have no idea why I can't talk about it because I really want to talk about it, but I can't talk about it. So here seems to be a kind of private talking, just a camera, just a phone. So it seems to be kind of easy, and maybe that's the way I have to go. And as I say, the people I like to thank the most, well, obviously, sitting like family, 100%, the whole family. Yeah, there's not even 10% or 50%. So I'd like to thank all them because they've all been good to me. And I'm talking about my whole family. I'm not just talking about the ones that here. I'm talking about my family up in Scotland, my other families, my families in Jamaica, my family all over the place. I'm talking about all their families, not just one family. But they've all been good to me and they've all looked after me through time. And I'm not got a problem with none of them at all whatsoever. Yeah. But I'd also like to take my hat off and thank all the staff at Portobello Film Festival that helped me. You understand? I mean, I remember X-rated little boys teaching them photography. That was brilliant. And they had a kind of manager guy, I don't know if he was a manager or not, but his name was Budgie. I remember that. That was the best time I ever had. I remember teaching a girl how to do, she wanted to learn how to do video. And I didn't have a video camera at the time. So what I said to her is, why don't I teach you how to do still photography, but as if you're shooting a video? Anyway, I done that anyway. And then the next time I seen her, it was like long, long time later. I was in the Royal Albert Hall. I don't even know where that is, but I was in there anyway. And I'm walking around there, and it was with a kind of band that I was helping out. I was doing my photographer, I was helping this band. And this lassie came running up to me. And I looked at her, I didn't know who she was. And she armed around me and gave me a hug. And I went, who are you? I had no idea who it was. She went, this is my mum. This is my mum. I went, right. I still didn't know who she was. And then it tippled when I heard that she was the head of Channel 4's film something for the Albert Hall. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she was some kind of head of this show that these people that I was taking part of. She was actually head of the video and the film production. It was the little girl that I had taught how to take photographs. She had went on from that, and she says to me, she says, I still use your technique. And I'm like, what technique? I just took pictures in. She went, no, she says, I don't shoot the video the way the other people do. I actually shoot it as if I'm shooting. So when I do a tennis one, I'm actually following the character when the ball bounces. And I'm like, and I taught you that? I didn't know I taught her it. But that was good. It was good to see someone and someone appreciate what you done, you know? So anyway, I'll keep saying I've got to go, but I can talk forever. Right, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to love you and leave you. And follow Father Wisdom. Follow the storyline. And it's Pinkaboo, not Peekaboo, it's Pinkaboo. But it's easier to go Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Because when you were a child, you used to go Peekaboo, Peekaboo. But it's Pinkaboo. Pinkarebo. Pinkaboo. Yeah, even Father Wisdom can't get that one right yet. But I'm sure you can all help him. I'm sure you can help us. I'm sure you can find the missing words. I'm sure you can do the missing letters. And I'm sure you can work all the puzzles out and get all your prizes. It might not be the greatest prize in the world, but it's your prize and you won it. And when you show your family what you won, you put it up on that wall. You know how proud, oh, Granny and Granddad's going to be, Mummy and Daddy. Yeah, with a little secret. Oh yeah, that's my boy. Oh, that's my girl. Yeah, they don't go, oh, there's my boy and there's my girl. They go, that's my boy and my girl. You look what they've done. And then when other people come around, it's a talking conversation. Oh, look at my boy and my girl done. Look, they're wisdom rangers. Yeah, they're actually doing something with their life. They're actually learning something that might make them better in school, make them better at home, make them understand the next door neighbour, make them understand the person in the corner, make them understand the person that lives the other side of the world. If you don't know these things, how are you going to learn them? And if you don't start very young, what are you going to do? You're going to stand in the street corner and go, yeah man, I think I'll sell some drugs today and make myself a few quid. Or it's time to go do a wee bit of shoplifting, we can get money that way. Is that where you're going to end up? No. All that is negativity. Negativity, out the house, out the window. When you hear negativity, anybody brings it into your door, don't bring that in my house. I made sure when my children were growing up, there was no negativity in the house whatsoever. Because where I was born and I was brought up, there was negativity in the area. Yeah, the area. There was a lot of negativity about at the time, you know. And I see it all. I see everything. I see what happened. I see people. I see, oh, dearie me, the things I see, the things I hear about was, you know. And I walk away from all that stuff. Walk away from it all. But I see people that didn't walk away, and that's what I'm saying. You want to catch them before they get there. Even if they're just in the door a wee bit, you can drag them out and put them there. But once they're in that door and they're out your hands, you understand, they're in the hands of something that doesn't appreciate being a human or how to treat a human. They look for the weakness. Just like Pinocchio, the fox looked for the weakness and he found the weakness. You understand? But lucky enough, Pinocchio's dad, even though he was pretending, but the story behind it, Pinocchio's father saved him. He's done it a real boy because just like Father Christmas comes to Christmas Day, he proved himself. So if you've been bad, you still get your Christmas presents as long as you're in that good book. So pass that on to your family, pass it on to everybody else, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. I want to switch this button off now. There you go. And I think this is actually better than using the equipment I actually use for today when I'm doing my thing, because I've got more control. I can edit if I want to and do that stuff, but I don't edit. I can't be bothered with it. Right, bye.